finally working for YouTube.
All right.
Now it's actually loading instead of giving me that hypnosis circle.
Okay, I think you're on because it just gave me notification. So hold on here. Come on. There we go. Okay.
Oh my goodness, is it really working?
Kind of echo feedback. Okay.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Well, thank you for all the people that were waiting for us to get in while we were having technology difficulties today.
We did it. Okay. Mel, I don't know about you, but I'm a little frazzled now after all of that, like, technology problems. So maybe we just do like a little, I could guide us on a little like breathing meditation before I choke out my tarot cards. Okay, so thank you to everyone who's here with us live. We just had some technical issues, so we're gonna ground our energy, placing our feet on the floor and just connect with the space that we're in, allowing what needs to come through for the viewer, for the collective to come through, and allowing a beautiful, gentle light to cleanse away all of the tensions and frustrations of the day. Just invite this light into our bodies and cleanse away all of the heaviness like a fresh wind, even just shaking the body, shaking the head, just shaking off any of the tensions, imagining this light cleanses it away like a fresh breeze. And bringing it all the way down into our feet now to connect us, root us to where we are. Okay. Feeling a little more zen now.
Yeah, no, that was a good idea. And you've got plenty more of those videos on your YouTube channel for another day.
Right. Yeah, always a good practice to do the cleansing and grounding.
Anna, yes, you can ask a question. We were going to just go through the zodiac signs first, and then we will do individual questions if you want to hang out. We'll try to keep it moving fast, but we were going to do what each zodiac sign needs to let go of, and then what each zodiac sign can work on to kind of step into this new life, this new path, new energy for them. So.
I love that. Okay, so shall we start off with Aries for this Aries new moon?
Yes.
Bringing to surface that fire for a lot of us, that rage. So Aries, what do you need to let go of right now? Excuse me. What do the Aries collectively need to work on? Oof, the Death card came flying out. So appropriate. So Mars is our ruling planet, Aries, the war. And you can see, I love this Death card because it is a warrior and he is in his battlefield, but he is also protected. So we need to step into our life as the warrior, not the victim. Let go of the victim, let go of the taking things personal, and charge all of these negative victim thoughts that come our way with your aggression. So using that Mars aggression in the right way to defeat these mental weaknesses that try to downplay who you are.
Good. And then the one that I pulled is Signs from Heaven. Thank you, Heaven, for sending the reminders of your presence.
Oh,
so just kind of being reminded that you're not, alone walking through it. I'm getting, with the lady sleeping just to rest. And like you said, kind of manage that energy right now in a healthy way. And if you don't have the answer, you don't know, that's where maybe you take a deep breath and just give it to angels, give it to the universe to bring you more clarity, bring you a little bit more insight on it. Yeah, I know that's hard for Aries.
Right. Like, and that visual on your card of like the feathers, like going over the face. I love that as like, just kind of like an imagination meditation, like, oof, just let the feathers pass through the mind, like not holding on and taking things like to tension in our heads.
Okay. And when I feel like grounded or I just feel very overwhelmed by energy, I'll actually lay there and call in my angels and my guides to kind of wrap me in the light, like a little energetic bubble. So that's what I kind of liked about it too, reminding me of that.
I love that.
So, all right, Taurus.
Okay, Taurus. Taurus as a collective. Oh, you just sprung out there. What do you need to let go of? Ooh, the Hanged Man popped out. So when I see the Hanged Man, it's going about things in a different way. So maybe letting go of having to do things in this traditional way, perhaps, or in a way that you think your career or your project is supposed to go. Just like when you look upside down, you're like, oh, wow, I never realized that picture looked like that, or that person's face looks completely different. It's getting into a new perspective, another person's perspectives, because this will release some of the pressure or that bullheaded, like, this is how I see things, this is how things are. Well, what are you missing by looking in someone else's shoes perspective?
Like that. And then I got the divine physician, Archangel Raphael. Thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. And what I'm feeling from this is actually making some changes in your life, some healthier, choices, getting more aligned with the you that you want to be moving forward. So maybe you need to let go of some bad habits right now that you have that aren't serving you, or ways that you've been living that don't align with where you're trying to go. So get aligned with your body, and again, letting go of things that don't support the healthy you, and that's not just the physical body, that's your mental, your emotional, your etheric auric body, all of those.
Right. And what you put into your physical body can affect all of that, because I feel like the shadow side of Taurus is very indulgent. So it's easy for them to, have the cream puffs every day and like, the chocolate filled croissant, because why not? So it's, and of course it's nice to indulge, but honoring what your body actually needs to.
Yeah, no,
okay. So sorry, what?
I said I took that message also. Like me going to my cookies every night, is that really aligning with the healthy me I want to be during the day? No.
Yeah, switch it to fruits a couple of days instead. Okay, so we're going to Gemini?
Yes.
Okay, Gemini is a collective. King of Rods came up. But I don't know, for Gemini, sometimes two cards come up. So the Lovers also wanted to come out. So I see the King of Rods as that very fiery masculine energy. And then when the Lovers comes up, it's about honoring that duality within us. So perhaps it can go either way for the Geminis, like bringing in more of this fiery masculine passion to their ideas, or bringing in that softness to support your inner masculine or your partner.
Yeah, because I think the Lovers also is healing in relationships, or can mean healing in relationships. Okay, so I got Peaceful Warrior, Archangel Ariel. Thank you, Ariel, for helping me stand my ground with peace. So if we look at it from a relationship standpoint, maybe it's I'm getting like being healthier in your communication, finding ways to stand up for what you need and what you want to get, but not in a way that maybe tears another person apart. And Geminis can be pretty like blunt, which can come off harsh to people, 'cause they're just straight to the point. So maybe it's, being a little more, compassionate in your interactions. As you know, you're letting go of these old relationship things that don't serve you. Doesn't mean like sacrificing yourself, but again, maybe being a little mindful that you're not coming in so hard with that rod.
Right, exactly. Because your picture, she's like holding the rod, like I'm standing my
Yeah.
ground and I'm
And
honoring what you're
I,
saying, but that's enough.
yeah. We're not continuing this. But. All right. And then our Cancers.
Okay, Cancer. What is it? Just need to let go of. Oh, my cards are popping today.
Looks
King
like
of Cups. So Cancers. This is a perfect Cancer card with the with the big cup, and the king represents, of course, the not only the masculine, but overseeing your domain, overseeing your home, where you are and how it makes you feel, and maybe redecorating or getting rid of things that aren't making you feel comfortable in your own surroundings. So setting up your house as your inner kingdom to make you feel that you are supported and you are on your in your throne when you're at home.
I love it. So 2 popped out, kind of fitting. So focus on your mind. Thank you, angels, for helping me to focus on my priorities. What Annie said, you know, getting a little more clear on your home space, your space, what makes you feel comfortable, nurtured. And then the other one is synchronicity. Thank you, angels. I trust your well-timed guidance and signs. So if you don't know or don't feel like you have the answers, you know, trusting in spirit, your guardian angels to kind of bring you those signs and synchronicities to let you know you're on the right track, or hey, whoa, you know, you're going back to old ways or things that don't and serve you, and making your, you know, home feel like a safe, nurturing, comfortable space for you.
Yeah, that first one almost reminded me of like that feng shui map that has like the colors for each like when you enter your room, you know, there's the love corner, there's the career corner, there's the family corner. So that's an inspiring way too, when you don't know what you want to change in your room or your house. Look at that feng shui map and kind of see, oh wow, look at my love corner. It's like there's all of the stuff that I don't use. Maybe I should move some of that around.
Well, and what's popping in while you're speaking, you know, talk about the synchronicities. Maybe for some reason you keep feeling being drawn to put like a little water fountain in your home or something, or move a plant, you know, move plants in a certain corner or something like that. That could be spirit trying to help.
True.
But I didn't know, you know, I'm familiar with the feng shui and the corners, but I didn't know that they use like colors and things like that, like in a map for it. So you'll have to share.
Yeah, and it's in like that shape, like they have a color for each like zone of the house.
Yeah, let's do one on that one day.
Yes. Okay, we are on Leos.
Yes.
Okay, my Leos. As a collective, you need to let go of. Oof. 5 of Swords. You are walking away from something. So cut your losses while you can. Try not to hold on, or just let go of this resentment in any way that is healthy for you. Pillow scream, writing it out. There's some losses that you need to just leave on the table. There's a saying, like sometimes when the glass breaks, you know, you can't glue it back together. Like when the vase breaks, you just have to let it go.
And again, fitting, the miracle of forgiveness, Archangel Jeremiel. Thank you, Jeremy, for helping me understand the process of forgiveness. So maybe it is just coming to terms with, you know, you may not get closure, you may not get an apology from that person, but just kind of accepting it for what it is, and coming from a place of forgiveness so that you're not carrying those burdens around of what's been done, what could have been done, things like that, and just kind of accepting it, forgiving it, and then allowing it to just be what it was in the past, and then just move forward with it. So, and then, you know, right now the light's really shining or standing out. You know, just kind of get in that heart space, go in there, find it. When we can view things from that higher perspective, from that unconditional love, then we're not so attached to like these ego, you know, like, oh, you did this to me, you did that to me type of thing, you know, and it's a lot easier to give forgiveness to people, even if they're not necessarily asking for it or giving us things.
Right. And just that visual too. Again, I love your card. Your cards are very visual to me. Like I love that sacred fire burning where it's like, okay, like just let this fire burn away all of this, heaviness and corrosion in my heart of whatever happened to you. And it's always a good practice to do.
An intuitive reader, so that's why I like, more of the oracle cards and things. Like I'm drawn to the images on them, and I may pull for one person one day and get some, one part sticks out and then another. So yeah, that's what I usually.
Nice. So Virgos, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I have the perfect Virgo card popped out. High Priestess, and also the Four of Rods came out. So to me, I see this as Virgos, like they value their order. They value like having what they pictured in their minds as the perfect household and the way things should be. And I think since we're in this letting go theme, letting go of those illusions of what your life is supposed to look like, or how you thought your marriage was supposed to be, or how it was getting what you wanted was supposed to be. You are very powerful, Virgos, in your organizational process, but take that burden of this illusion expectation out of your mind and ground into what you have.
Yeah, well, and it's funny because, I pulled that priorities card again that we got for Cancer, that you're talking about the feng shui, but I shoved it back in. And then bottom of the deck is new beginnings. Thank you, angels, for opening the doors to change. I'm ready.
Ooh, a doorway.
Yes. And it was funny because as you started talking, I was drawn to it. But the card that came out that I pulled was honor your feelings, Archangel Haniel. Thank you, Haniel, for supporting me as I honor my emotions.
Ooh, wow, look at those colors.
When I know sometimes, Virgos can, even though they're kind of set in their ways, they can often, sacrifice themselves for the greater of everyone else and to avoid confrontation and things like that. And so just being mindful of that right now, and making sure that you honor where you're coming from and you're and what you need, for you to be happy and comfortable, and let go of the things that do not support that,
right.
or people that don't make you feel that way.
And from an empowered place, like with the High Priestess coming up, that's a very like,
yeah, and she's got like
conscious.
The flower, the moon behind her too. So perfect. Okay.
Perfect. So, Libra.
Yep. I was going to jump to Scorpio.
Okay, Libras. Oh, right. What you need to let go of right now? Oof. The Devil. Material concerns, material worries. Yes, we all have the bills to pay, but don't let those situations of, being tardy on a couple things like get you really down. Okay, because you know that in one way or another you're going to make it happen. So just do the best you can, keep on working, and stay hopeful without getting in a dismal mindset about things, because you're gonna see it through.
Count your blessings. Thank you, universe, angels, for the blessings in my life. So instead of focusing on what's not here right now, or maybe taking a long time to show up, or slow in your mind, Libra, kind of just take a moment to recognize what you are grateful for now, what you do have now. Maybe I am behind on bills, but at least I have the roof over my head and have some kind of food, or, just little things like that. My car may not be new, but at least it's reliable and it gets me from A to B. Maybe my business isn't going as fast as I thought it would, but look at me, I've started it. Years ago it was just a dream, and at least I've got the start. So I call them celebrating the little wins. Just count your little blessings.
Nice.
Maybe down, do a little gratitude journal. I think you have a gratitude journal, don't you?
I do have a gratitude journal. Yes. I have one in Spanish called Sin quejarse hoy, which means without complaints today. And then the other one is how much better can it get, gratitude journal. What, you have a gratitude journal too, right?
No, mine's just terrible. Oh yeah.
Well, you can make it gratitude, but yeah, that's the perfect antidote to the card that I pulled. I loved that.
Tell I can get your journals at, and then maybe put a link in later.
Oh, yes, I'll put the link below. My journals are available on Amazon, and also a link through my website I'll post below too, for those that don't like to support the Megla. What have you. Okay, so Scorpios, right?
Yes.
Scorpios, what is it? Get rid of. Oh, getting rid, I mean, this card, we have the Five of Pentacles. You could be letting go of some material possessions, maybe even an apartment. I'm getting the vibe. That's only going to indicate obviously a few of you out there, but there is something you're walking away from, whether it's something that is material bound. So walking away from maybe even a spending habit for a lot of you Scorpios, walking away from something that is weighing you down, because when you are accumulating and accumulating without getting rid of things, it's going to put a subconscious burden on you.
I got loved one in heaven. Thank you, loved ones in heaven.
Aww.
At this time. So as you were speaking, it could be maybe a loss of someone that you've been kind of carrying around.
Yes, yeah, I see
hard. I have my own that I constantly keep coming up, and I'm reminded about it. But maybe finding a new way to kind of look at it. And I, as a medium, I try to tell people to, when we hold on to people, that have crossed over. In some ways, you're holding their soul here instead of allowing their soul free. And that doesn't mean that they're not going to be around us, or that, they are not looking over us, or we can't feel them around. And I think sometimes people feel like if they let that go, that they're completely losing that person and saying goodbye forever, versus saying to the physical part. So it could also be, this maybe burden you've been carrying of struggling to let that go and feel like that you're not going to lose that person. So this is just a reminder from them that they are always with you. They will continue to be with you.
Yeah, nice message.
Yeah, draw them in whenever you need them. So.
And it's not like you have to forget them, or you're being disloyal by moving on.
It's not again, saying goodbye to them forever. It's the physical part of them, the relationship that we had. I'll use my dad, for example. I used to be able to call my dad on the phone when I had something going on. Now I have to take a moment in silence and say, hey, Dad, this is going on. Wait to feel him around. Wait to receive signs. I call them feathers from heaven. A lot of times I'll say something and I'll, find a little feather, or a bird will, get my attention, or things, or something that reminds me, like the recent cacao ceremony. The wolf spirit was brought up, and I instantly thought about my dad. Next thing I know, I hear a motorcycle outside revving. Well, that reminds me of my dad. So there's little things like that. And if you don't, or you're not open to it, you think, oh, they don't connect with me. They forgot about me. They're just gone, but they're constantly around us when we need them, and they can be in multiple places at one time. So yeah, just, looking at it as creating a new type of relationship. And as much as it sucks to not have physically here, I feel super blessed that I have all these people in spirit that have access to a lot more than they did in the physical to look out for me, That's myself.
Yeah, we'll have to do another talk on that, because I'm also curious about altars for your loved ones that have passed, and how to respectfully maybe put those away sometimes. And
I have mine out here, and I just add accordingly as people pass. And I clean it up, and so we could definitely do that.
Yeah. Okay, so we are on.
We did Libra, we did Scorpio. So we are on Sagittarius. Yeah.
Okay, Sagittarius, Knight of Rods. So Knight of Rods to me is a bit of I don't want to say immature, but you're on a mission for someone else, or your passion it's not realistic yet. So letting go of pipe dreams right now, Sagittarius, and using your passion in fun ways in your free time, dancing, connecting with that energy, whatever the passion is, but also, get a little bit more realistic in your endeavors right now, and let go of, getting that get rich quick mindset, or, making something fruitful very fast. Get your logistics going.
Yeah. And then the one that I got is you are protected, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Michael, for surrounding me with your protective light. It's interesting because he looked this too, and just kind of very guarded and standing in his ground my way, I know. So just, maybe like she said, kind of letting that go a little bit, getting clear, and then, calling on him to help you make wise decisions that support from a more mature place, not a place of like maybe survival or,
right.
Kind of standing in power, your own light, and trusting the
Right.
angel kind of protect you and guide you on the right path.
And protecting your energy. I'm also getting that you could be working maybe on someone else's like pipe dream really hard, and working for them, and maybe putting too much of your essence into their engine. So using your sense to ground yourself, and calling on the angels as well for protection.
Speaking, it's transformation. Thank you, Archangel Zedkiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges.
Ooh.
Maybe asking you, like you said, to stop doing it for others and for yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
Capricorns. Ooh, popping. Okay. What do you need to let go of, Capricorns? Working so hard? Yeah, right. Capricorns will never let go of that. No. The Queen of Pentacles. I'm getting actually letting go of, with the Queen of Pentacles coming up.
Like material, like things.
Yeah, maybe like the material dreams that the feminine has been sold that we need to have to look successful, to be successful. Oh, boss, hashtag boss, all this stuff. Like, that's not what you work for, to impress other people. So let go of that, and really focus on like what you're working to maintain your own stability, and what stability feels like for you.
Yeah, I like that. And then I got spiritual gifts, Archangel Raziel. Thank you for helping me channel my gifts and talents. So for me, it feels kind of coming, it's interesting because you got the heart and then the crown. So maybe coming from more of like a spiritual divine place, how is the way that, the goals I'm working towards, the things I'm working towards align with my spiritual divine self, not my ego self, keep stones or having to have better, what do I truly need to feel fulfilled, to feel safe, to feel comfortable, secure. And as I'm saying, like maybe this energy of constantly like running around trying to have and have more, and then wondering why you're not fulfilled and you're not.
Yeah, it's an endless portal, and it's a money hole too. So working with like, channeling and your own spiritual fulfillment to fund that instead, energetically, with your time, not just spending your time on that spiritual connection, whatever that means to you.
All right.
Oh yeah. Aquarius, what you need to let go of for this cycle. 10 of Rods, pushing up the hill, the challenges. Maybe you have been working on something and you're still waiting for the results, and switch a little bit, either switch onto another project so you don't bring that like heavy, frustrated energy and taint what you've been working on.
So 3 actually popped out, and I'm going to keep them because I feel like it's kind of fitting. So maybe, feeling like the burdens of carrying are kind of going up the hill. What's the word? Like, oh God, like obstacles or something. Resistance, but live your joy. Thank you, angels, for supporting me as I follow my joy.
Ooh,
counting blessings again. So, be in gratitude for what you do have in your life right now, and then connecting with music. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me through music. So maybe kind of enjoy life a little bit more, let a little more fun in, again, focus on your blessings, not all the hurdles and things that have been against you, and put on some good music, dance, jump around, just allow the joy to move through you.
Yeah, that's a perfect fit for letting go of like what you haven't accomplished yet, and get back in that joy that lets Aquarius like channel even more amazing ideas to, add on to your current project or just drop some of that weight.
All right, and my favorite, Pisces.
Pisces. Okay, for the collective Pisces. So you need to let go of right now. King of Pentacles, doing it all yourself, being the provider for other people, could be also, holding the space for other people and being so determined that that's what you're here for. Because Pisces are always just so much of an open heart that you're holding the space for other people constantly. So letting go of that responsibility to do that constantly.
Yeah, feeling responsible, that it's your responsibility.
Yeah.
Miracle of Prayer, Archangel Sandalphon, I think is how you say it. Thank you for delivering my prayers to heaven. So maybe asking spirit for some help, not feeling like, again, you have to do it all on your own, or it's your job to fix everything here in the physical and the spiritual, yeah.
And his arms are like this too, like kind of like, because you're always like, okay, let me, send you this energy to like let you feel what you need to feel. And it's like, okay, actually, like I'm hearing what you're saying, but I'm not really giving it my like.
When I feel like sometimes too, and I've had this as a Pisces myself come up, like the way it was brought to me is I pray for everyone else, but I sometimes forget to like pray and ask for my own help. But I feel like sometimes spirit guides are like, we're here when you're ready. Like, ask, like, you don't have to try to do it all on your own. You don't have to, like, just to kind of ask for that, maybe if you don't have all the answers.
The stubborn bull. Yeah. The stubborn bull. Your angels are like, child, really? You're still.
You can make this a lot easier on yourself. Just ask for help.
Yes.
So nice. I know a couple people had asked, I don't know if they're still on for the readings or not, but maybe we could do a couple of the questions and then we could go back and do work.
I'm just gonna cleanse my space after all that letting go. Let's move on to the brighter pastures. Okay, let's see, do we have any chats coming in? Do you see any on the live chats, Mel? Anyone?
I see Lizzie, and then there was some Anna. That's why I was trying to check earlier because I don't know what happened.
So I'm going to switch my deck for the what does each sign need to grow? Or how did you put that question? I like the way you worded it too.
I think it was what they can work on, or we can work on to call in this new energy, like kind of step into the new path. So there was also an Anna. I don't know if she's still on or not, but she had a question. She just kept asking if she can ask the question. I told her to wait. So I don't know if you're still there. Let us know if you're still there and what your question is.
Yeah.
And then Lizzie, if you had a question too. I think I am going to.
Yeah, so I like this question because I feel like with a lot of new moons, it's like, what can I like call in? What can I manifest? And I think sometimes that's a little bit like too much of a wishful thinking. It's good, there's always a time for like letting our desires and imagination flow. But with this Aries energy, it's like, start it, work. Like, so what do I need to work on? What do we need to be?
I'm going to go with another Kyle Gray, but that's the one I feel, but more angel messages. I think these are different deities, but okay.
Awesome. Okay, so Aries, what do we need to work on right now? Ascension came up. So we have a sunrise and a sparrow in the middle of a swirl. So ascension is working on what is your specific divine channel. That's what I'm getting from this, working on your kind of, I don't want to say spiritual project, but like something that's really just significant for you to be working on and channeling and asking for that wisdom to come through. Like when I hear ascension, it's working with the higher realms.
I keep finding glitter everywhere. I don't know where this is
Ooh.
coming from, but it's driving me nuts. Just shuffled these in glitter, but this is kind of fitting too. The Shekhinah, sacred self, unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. And
Ooh.
I love in it. So a bird.
Another bird.
Yeah, and if you think, birds are free, they kind of go with the flow of the nature. They just away. So
yeah, they sing a song. I have a favorite quote that's like, birds sing without knowing when their next meal is gonna come.
like that.
So yeah. We're like working, but so it doesn't feel so much like burdensome, like letting that freedom fly through you when you work, how to keep your environment as light as possible.
I think how people listen to music when they work sometimes, or they're whistling or singing, like that feels a lot better than just like, okay, I got to focus on my work.
I love that. Even humming, like humming and whistling can change like your vibe completely. Like when I'm sick and there's nothing else I can do, I'm like, like, and it just feels like I give myself this little internal massage, and whistling is just.
Yeah, it's probably changing like the vibration, the frequency, not only in our body, but like in our field. So
true. Free sound healing.
So
It's
Taurus.
like, yeah. I will do Taurus. What do you want to grow right now? What do you need to work on right now, Taurus, collectively? Moving into balance. So we have the sun, your extroverted social energy, the moon, the subconscious, and then your deepest rooted desires in the earth. So moving into balance with your work schedule, with your rest schedule, with your social schedule, and also with your, not only just your emotions, but your maybe getting into a physical practice as well, whether it's walking, something that's actually just for the physicality of it, rather than just, your mental work and your emotional cravings. Oops.
So I got 3 actually. Saint Germain, karma releasing, move beyond drama, create your own path, and make room for good energy. Commander Ashtar, call to action, take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. And then hope, love and acceptance, love is yours, recognize your divine worth, choose loving thoughts. So releasing, again, some karmic toxic patterns, relationships. Knowing, lead by example, walk your talk, but doing so from a loving and, compassionate, accepting place, not a judgmental place towards ourselves or of others. I mean, it's interesting because they all have, you can kind of see in the background here,
3,
these different symbols kind of there too.
Yes.
And then this one's just, the light, just the light and, sun source. Kind of,
and just like in this card, the sun, the subconscious, your emotions, and then the actually, like you said, walking the talk. Like, okay, you've learned all of this stuff, and now just live it. You don't have to say it. Okay. Gemini. Collectively, Geminis need to grow right now. Your sacred space. Maybe a new altar, or maybe having a little peaceful garden spot outside, sacred space can mean so many things. Maybe it's putting on a special song and letting the sun hit you in a certain time of the day. So just create that space for you, Geminis. It's sacred.
And then Krishna, devotion, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. So maybe like you mentioned, like an altar, but maybe kind of creating like a sacred, like ritual you do in the morning, like, whether it's taking 5 minutes to meditate, go outside, be with the sun kind of thing, but just allowing yourself kind of to be in that like sacred energy. This is my time just for me and to be, with me.
Krishna.
Yeah.
Nice, with the peacock feather. It's beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
Cancers continue to grow collectively for the cancers. Continue to work on right now. Ooh, psychic development, swan. Moving with grace through your psychic development. And this could be, psychic development is such a fun thing to practice because your mind doesn't know what it's looking for yet. So you can kind of psych yourself out sometimes. But one of my first practices that I did was I would look at a candle, I would watch the flame, and then I would close my eyes and I would try to see the flame for as long as I could. So finding some type of practice that you're drawn to right now.
It's funny because you were talking about like the focusing here, like the fire, the flame.
Oh.
There. So charity, prayer, and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive.
Oh.
So yeah, just kind of taking that time to go within, connecting with your guides, with angels, source. And like you said, kind of playing with it, having fun with it, but just honoring that time and that space. And again, reaching out for support and help, but that would be what can help you move into this new energy, this new path ahead.
Yeah, and creating that sense of goodwill that will just radiate from you.
Yeah.
When you develop those practices. Okay, now we are on to Virgos, right?
Yes.
Or no? Yeah. Sorry, Leos. Okay, Leo. Growing the masculine energy is what I got for you, your sun energy. So radiating, maybe working with your solar plexus, working with your intuition, showing yourself on whatever platform you use, your full expression, putting yourself out there using that masculine energy of calling finally what needs to be action, what needs to be done, what needs to be created, what needs to be checked off, show it and do it.
And then I got Horus, cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. And even just the energy. I feel like when Leos want something and they go after it, there's really not much that can stand in a Leo's way of getting it. And just kind of remembering that again, you are magnetic, powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Just trusting that you will call in and receive whatever it is you need to that supports you and moving.
I love that.
Yeah.
And the eyes like right there, and that's like very masculine, like yes, bro, like yeah, we got this.
Yeah. Like I want it and it'll be mine, that's those are very much that way, they're not going to discuss it with you. There's no negotiation. I will find a way. Locked here, I will figure it out. So yeah, just reminding yourself that you are powerful and anything that you will need to support you moving forward will come to you. You will call that in and just trusting in, the universe and spirit to deliver that and align you with it.
And that posture too can like really change your whole essence too when you're like walking with your chest nice and proud, like
I don't know how. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I will figure it out.
Yeah, like there's this rugby video that went kind of viral, like how these guys do this like warrior, like
Yeah.
like before their game, and they just get into this zone. So like getting into that, I feel like that's a good essence for everyone to like get into. Like we all need to honor our inner warriors to get through these times. Okay, Virgos, what are we growing for you? Oh, two looks like they wanted to come out. So integrating, we have the snake energy that come out, and again, the movement into balance. So integrating what you have learned, what you have been developing. And since we are in this time of Mercury retrograde, revisiting what you've already think you're done with, and maybe there's something else that wants to come through with one of these old ideas that you had, these old projects, but being balanced with it. You don't have to pressure yourself to put 100% like 5 hours a day dedication into it. Move it into balance, just working like an hour a day on something that you thought you have, just left behind and you haven't finished yet.
And then I got Serapis Bay.
Oh, the blue flame.
Me, I've never heard of this before. I like the colors though. But Ascension, move into your true self, rise above the darkness. The light is here.
Ooh. It has the Taurus, the above, below.
Yeah, and just again, moving into this new space. When I think of darkness, like I can think of that as being kind of heavy energy. Being down on ourselves, maybe things from the past and stuff, and just allowing yourself to kind of move into who you are, and then allowing that light around you. Like imagine coming out of this dark tunnel and now you're walking into the beautiful park that's lit up for you. There's this whole life, this maybe you walked from a darker park and now again like it was cloudy and now you walk out and the sun's shining and just beautiful things available for you. And again, kind
Ascension.
of that, energy and just right
ascending above the guilt, like the guilt that you haven't done something. Like it's okay, like you can revisit it now. There's no like time pressure on you,
when you're in it, like this place of new understanding, this new wisdom. We're not the same people we were a week ago or a month ago or years ago, and now you have all this new information available to you and this new experience. So Libras,
what are you working on right now? Your inner journey, growing into this inner journey. So there's swirls moving in 4 directions. So honoring all of the elements within you, bringing them into you, and using that flow energy of the water to cleanse just your energy body, stabilizing yourself, using the fire to activate you, and using the wind to invite the changes, and making those an internal meditation process for you.
and I got Sanat Kumara, light activation. Shine your light, your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. And then he's coming up the stag there, anchoring it in. So like you said, working with the different elements, but then also you've got your light body too, and kind of integrating all of that in.
Right.
And two, I know a lot right now with the frequencies and the energy in the world, receiving these downloads and these light activations and these upgrades and things, and just really allowing it to anchor and get grounded into your body.
What was the first word? Light activation?
Yeah.
Nice. Right. Well, and once we decide to occupy our bodies with these, elements and feel that connection, then it's like, okay, now next level, okay, boom, activate the light. Like we have to, honor the earth that we're on as well to embody the light, I believe.
I agree.
And we are on Scorpios, right?
For anyone that's just joining us, we're just quickly going through the signs real quick, doing what they can kind of work on to step into this new energy, these new paths. And then we will pull any questions you have if you want to hang out and wait a little bit.
So Scorpios, I have teaching that came up for you. So sharing your skills that you have learned. And you might think that they're not a big deal and everyone knows how to do it, but it's not true. Because usually when you're good at something, and maybe it's natural for you, or it's just something that you've done for a while, it seems easy to you. So whatever seems easy to you that other people are interested about, just find a way where you can teach that either to children or to people in your community, online, filming a class, because I'll tell you, there's going to be people that are grateful in the way that you express it.
And I got Mercury, open communication, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love and be heard. So there's your confirmation that whether it's important or not, even if it's, I always say, even if it's one person out there that could use your story or what it is you have to share, and you help them get through a moment or a day or, whatever it is. But this is your confirmation that you've got some stuff inside you that wants to be shared with the world or with others.
Nice.
Being brave enough to kind of step out and share that,
And Mercury represents commerce too, so that it could open up a new avenue.
Yeah, maybe advising or something. My apologies.
And we are moving into Sagittarius. Working on for the collective Sagittarius.
So did we do Libra just now? Oh, we did.
Yeah, we did Libra.
Also, do we skip them?
We didn't. I thought Libra, we did inner journey, and then you got the white angel activation, okay. The light activation.
It's coming back to me now.
And Sagittarius working on, another ascension. Looks like there's a lot of spiritual work in this season to channel, to invite in, to embody the lightness, and as well being grounded on this planet, but invite in that light so you can ascend your answers and clarity into those.
And I got Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother, healing is possible at this time.
Oh, yes.
So
possible.
Her energy to me is very gentle, but also protective. And again, kind of knowing when, but she comes from a more gentle, loving approach than a cutthroat, how we're talking about this warrior energy before, more compassionate and more loving. And I know, with the fire signs and this fire energy right now, it can be a little hard to stay in that peace, calm state, this feeling to get done, action. So just, try to create some peace around you, peace within you, and that's going to help support you in moving forward in this new energy, and new pathway, that they're asking us to step into right now.
Right. And not getting stagnated. And the mother makes you a hot cup of tea. You drink your hot cup of tea, you move into your own space.
Yeah, nurturing yourself right now.
Capricorns, what are you working on collectively for this moon time? Your perception. So we have the yin yang, balancing the perception of, not putting the men into one box and the women into one box, putting all of these people into one category because of your past experiences. Let's try to soften our histories. And this is a baby plant down here. So working on something that hasn't fully flourished yet, and using your using a new perception on a project that you've been working on. Like I said, it's Mercury retrograde, so revisit something that you've set aside that is still like a baby seedling project, and look at it in another way as well.
And 2 came out, and it was interesting. You were talking about the male female energy.
Oh wow.
Kali Ma, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Hilarion, divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. So what I feel like is this is basically saying for Capricorns, they're kind of stepping into this new energy, and being there for others, but also honoring your time to heal, and facing maybe the last fears that you have of putting yourself out there, or like working with people, and just kind of giving yourself the time right now and honoring that, so that you can move into this new energy, and again, share your light, but also respecting and honoring your time that you need to give yourself what you need to be able to show up for others. Not just spiritually, but in your day-to-day, maybe your household, your life, your job, things like that.
I love that. And another thing that came up was, so when we have these resentments towards people, whether it's, oh, this type of man, blah, 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 then that's a call to action for a type of healing for, what happened in your life to make you feel that way about, this other sex or this group of people, and to, shift your perception into one of compassion and healing for yourself and your perception of that.
Yeah, I'm glad you added that.
Okay. Aquarius, what are we working on right now? What is it that wants to be growing?
Like more is flying out as we go.
Oh, of course, it's joy with butterflies on it. So that's why this one flew. So yeah, growing the joy, because I remember the Aquarius card was the 10 of rods, that burden of like, I've put in all this work, why isn't it ready yet? Like, get into the joy vibration, which is also like a really, really, really high vibration. And even though we think that it could just be like a waste of time or being childish when we're doing things that make us really happy, and in the park, or making kombucha, something cool like that, it's a really high vibration, so it's going to make you feel better, and when you feel better, you're going to have better work progress as well. So
when butterflies too, that whole transformation part, they go through certain stages of the transformation, and it's a slow process before they're able to really fly and enjoy the beauty of what the cocoons brought. So and then so 2 popped out. Green Terra, supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust. And then El Mora, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So, excuse me. A lot here about protection. But again, the light, and you were talking about like the butterflies with you, Oops, sorry. Just trusting that that you are protected moving forward, and allow again, cords being cut, allow this transformation to occur, allow the things that are changing, the things that didn't work out, the struggles and stuff, to kind of fall off, and then see what you're left with, and trust you are protected, and that spirit's going to deliver you what serves you moving forward, what is for your good, what brings joy into your life, and makes you happy, allows you to be this butterfly now, instead of stuck in this maybe uncomfortable cocoon stage that you've been in,
right. And just creating your own cocoon with that, spiritual awareness that you have, so you do feel okay with experiencing your joy without like, harsh, evil eyes of judgment on you, like having that cocoon around you when you're in your sacred play energy.
I love that. I'm glad you added that. Okay, Pisces. I think that's
Pisces. What are you doing right now, Pisces? Let's look for Pisces to work on right now during this time for the collective Pisces. Another dragonfly and a new day. So this says, inspiration, new possibilities, and not holding on to the dreariness of obligations, but looking at every new day, just like a new staycation of what you're going to have fun doing or accomplish.
Remember earlier I was talking about the little signs and syncs from spirit. So butterflies are one for me. Dragonflies are one when I'm going like transportation. So I think that's funny that you pulled that, but I just wanted to share that as a little reminder. So I got Isis, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. So yeah, just stay focused on what it is you're trying to accomplish. And she's really standing out to me too. So maybe like the version of you that you're working on being, you know, not this version of you that's showing up for other people, needing to play certain roles for other people, but really just for you, who you are, and kind of standing in that, and then just staying focused on those visions, those dreams, so that they can manifest in reality. Because, you know, Pisces, we can dream a lot and be in our head and all this, but, you know, maybe being very specific on a couple of things so that we can actually really call those into our reality right now and get them as like a grounded thing, not just a daydream thoughts of maybe one day, you know, make that
right. Yeah.
come a lot sooner. Yeah.
And I remember the visual you pulled for what Pisces to let go of, like, so, you know when to cross your arms with people and know when to call on your angels. And just because you were that way in the past, it's a new day for the Pisces. So it's like, no, not today, Brenda. I'm not going to listen to you for 35 minutes. Sorry if anyone's named Brenda. I don't mean to offend Brenda. Chatterboxes.
Let's see. Does anybody in the chat have any questions for us? I don't know what was going on, but I think when I tried to go live is where I got the comments I was seeing pop up before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't. Lizzie's here, but I don't see any question. Lizzie, do you have a question?
And there was a too. I don't know if they're still there.
Well,
the other person thought I was live. Yeah, if no one has any questions, then I guess we will call it a night, and maybe another one next week or something different.
Yes.
These have been fun.
I know, that was fun. Well, thanks, Divine Crystal Heart. And
thank you.
Thanks everyone for tuning
inviting me and setting it up.
And our links are below. We both offer our own special services. And I know, Mel, you have your crystal shop too.
Crystals, I do the psychic readings, I do mediumship readings. I do more like energy work, hypnotherapy. You do more the real hypnotherapy, hypnosis. And then don't forget to link your gratitude journal.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah, gratitude journal book to remind me, or to kind of place to start with. So awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Thank you.